Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Awaken the Hips class. And before we begin, I want to invite everybody to join me for my yoga courses at Konos. You can find my profile on the website konos.io/Ali Kamenova, where I'll be offering courses and where you can join me for free. There is an optional support donation button at any level. You can even request classes, which I have never offered before, so that is pretty exciting for me. And I hope to be able to custom tailor classes for whomever needs a custom class. It's a gorgeous website. I just joined it, and it's a website connecting teachers and students and allowing teachers to find ways to support themselves in doing what they love to do and in pursuing their passion. So join me there. I'll see you over there, and let's begin with our Awakening the Hips class. Namaste. Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to a hip opener class. We're going to move a little slower today, a little more mindful, paying attention to the breath and holding some postures. Let's begin with the front of the mat, standing. I want to bring your attention to the central axis of your body, standing in your power. Roll the shoulders back and down, pay attention to your feet and allow them to sink into the earth. Begin to feel the openness of your chest, the expansion, lengthen through the crown of the head. Nice deep inhalations. Mula Bandha as you inhale. Inhale your hands all the way over the head. Exhale, diving down. Bring your hands on your shin bones and open the chest. Let the heart open, blossom. Looking ahead of you. Exhale, forward fold. The knees are bent. Shake your head, let your head be heavy. Drop the hands down, let them hang as well. And roll up, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Exhaling here. If you can grab your calves, let your head be heavy. And let's bend the knees. Slightly look ahead of your head, hands on the shin bones, really lengthening. Exhale, forward bend, keep the knees slightly bent. And keep the back straight. You will keep the back straight by keeping your knees bent. Let's bend the left knee, take the left hand underneath the left shoulder, open the right arm up, and bring your right hip back and change sides. Exhale down, forward fold. Bring your hands behind you, interlacing the fingers. Open the chest, look ahead of you. Soften your shoulders, bend the knees. Open the right shoulder up, lengthen to the crown of the head. Back to center, changing sides. Back to center. Chair pose, reaching over your head. Keep your left knee bent, take your right leg back, high lunge. Drop the back heel down, warrior two, open the arms out. And internally rotate the calf here so that you're aligning your hip, bringing the femur bone, the thigh bone, so that it's in one line parallel to the edge of your mat. Trying to bring the legs to be along the same line. Try to put, when you do these alignment tips or alignment modifications, try to bring ease into it. Try not to be soldier-like and just jerk your body into alignment. Try to just find alignment, and if you don't, I find it that it's okay. It's better to feel your body than to be soldier-like, completely aligned. That took me a while to understand, but I can guarantee you're better off just following alignment as much as you can, but really following your body once you have some basic body awareness. And let's bring the right hand down the right leg, reach with the left hand up. Coming back up to warrior two. And let's closing the back foot in so that the hips are facing forward. Warrior one. Pressing into the outer edge of the back foot and bringing that left hip back. Great, stepping forwards, chair. Stay on the right leg, keep it bent and step back, high lunge. And open into warrior two. Again, working with that right hip, aligning the legs, softening the shoulders, softening the gaze, smiling slightly. It's always, if you have developed a pattern of facial expression, it's always better to be smiling than to be frowning. So replacing frowning with smiling and worrying, the 11 wrinkle, with smiling or eye smiling is always better. So start applying those in yoga. And let's bring the right hand up and over the head. Stretching. Great. Face forward. And whoops. And closing the back foot. Warrior one. Pressing the right hip back here and bringing the left hip forward. Just work with this and feel it. Feel the work that it requires, the alignment, the awareness it requires to rotate in the left hip, to soften the shoulders, to soften your eyes and your gaze. And step forward, chair pose. Exhale forward, bend, straighten the legs. Look ahead of you, hands on the floor, plank. Side plank, left hand on the floor. And let's bring the right ankle right above the left knee. Bend your left knee slightly so that you're not overextending the left knee here. And press your right, flexing the right foot, press your right knee back so that you're opening the hip here. A hip opener. Great, take the right leg up, step it behind you. Wow thing. Open. Both hands on the floor, bring your right foot, flexing the foot right behind your left wrist and open here. So the right knee remains in the air, press back into your left heel and open that hip slightly. Great, step it back, plank, opposite side, right hand on the floor, side plank. Slight bend in the right knee, left ankle right above the right knee and allow that left knee to open back. Take your left leg up, step it back. Wow thing. both hands on the floor. Let's bring the right foot right behind. Sorry, the left foot right behind the right wrist. And open here. Excellent. Step it back. You should feel the hips starting to warm up. The breath is going. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. You can always replace this with cobra. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Roll onto the outer edge of both feet. And open here. Soften. We're not going deep here in the stretches. We're just bringing awareness into the hips. Great. Both hands on the floor. Lower the left knee down. And stretch here slightly. And step it back. Plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Optional second chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Take the left leg up. And bring the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Roll onto the outer edges of your feet and open here. Sit into your left hip. Feel it. Great. Both hands on the floor. You can walk your right knee a little further back, lower it down. Stretch here. And back into plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Walking in place here. Inhale the right leg up. Step the right foot between the hands. Warrior one. Pressing that right hip back. Left hip forward. Breathe. Clasping the hands here, reach over to your right. Open into warrior two. Take a little wider stance, sink a little deeper, work with that right hip to align the thigh bone. And let's bring the right elbow right over the right knee or right hand on the floor, side angle, and keep working with that right hip here to bring it in so it doesn't fly out. Really reaching ahead of you. Exhale, both hands on the floor. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. And let's take the left leg up. Step the left foot between the hands, closing the right foot for warrior one. Work with your hips, consciousness in the hips, in the hip alignment. Clasping the hands, reaching over to your left. Lengthen, excellent. Coming out of this ridge, warrior two. Take a little wider stance. And again, bring that left hip in. And let's lower either elbow over the knee or left hand on the floor. Work with your left hip so that the left hip comes in. Reach and really lengthen. Wow, this should feel great. Excellent, both hands on the floor. Step it back. Downward facing dog. And let's twist the feet over so the toes are twisting over to left, heels to the right. Sink your hips down to your right. And change sides, pivoting on your heels and the balls of the feet opposite side. One more time. One more time. And back to down dog. Take the right foot between your hands. Drop the back heel down. Warrior one. Hands in prayer and twist. Pressing the back heel down. Work that right hip in. Excellent. Coming back up, warrior one. To warrior two. And side angle, either with a clasp or not. Keeping the hip in. Both hands on the floor. Lunge, holding low lunge here. Walk the back foot a little further away from you. And we're going to reach over the head, high lunge. Prepare yourself to take a step forward and bring the left ankle over the right knee in chair pose. And flex that left foot. Sit in that hip. Let's bring the hands in prayer. Bring the left elbow into your left foot and take a twist. Great. Both hands on the floor. Straighten your right leg without hyperextending it. So keep a slight bend in the right knee. Press the left knee away from you. Feel that hip opener. Step it down. Forward bend. Straight back. Inhale. Come all the way up. Hands over the heart. Prayer. Inhale, reaching over the head. Exhale, forward bend. Look ahead of you, step back plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Really press into the base of your fingers. Feel your fingers vibrant. And let's take the left foot between the hands. Drop the back heel down, warrior one. Working with your hips here. Bringing that left hip in, bringing the right hip, rotating it in, and the left hip is coming into the midline. Hands in prayer, twist. Try to see how this opens or flares out your left hip and try to bring it back, pressing to the outer edge of the right foot. Coming back up, warrior two. Breathe into your hips. Lower down, side angle with with or without. Clasp under and bring that left hip in the midline. Excellent. Both hands on the floor. Step your back foot a little further back. Hold here. And adjust your feet for high lunge here. Taking a step forward, we're going to bring the right ankle right above the left knee. Sit. Hands in prayer. And bring your right elbow into your right foot. Twist. Feel that right hip open. Excellent. Both hands on the floor. Straighten your left leg, flex your right foot. Don't lock in your left leg. Forward bend. Oh joy. And from here, step it down, forward bend. Begin to squat down, open your knees out, and see if you can wrap your hands around and touch your back. For most of us, we're not gonna clasp behind, but just touch your back, open the hips here. Reach ahead of you and press your hips back. So hands are walking in front of you, hips are sitting back, heels are down. Let's walk the hands back in towards us. Step back, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Take the right foot between the hands, warrior two. Straightening the right leg, hinging at the hips, reach ahead of you, triangle pose. Working with your hips here. Bringing that right hip inward towards the midline of your mat or of your body. Let's walk the hands to the back of the room. Warrior two, left knee leading. Straightening the legs, reaching ahead of you, opening the right hip, triangle pose. Exhale, both hands on the inside and outside of your left leg and step your right foot next to the left, forward bend, chair pose. Take the left leg back, warrior two. Right knee leading. Take plie, opening both feet out. Sit into your plie. Press your knees back and activate your hips here. Activate your thighs. Facing the front of the room, warrior two, left knee leading. Straightening both legs, feet parallel to each other, hands on the hips, look up and exhale, forward bend. Wide-legged forward bend. Walk your hands to your right leg, bend your right knee, flex your left foot and press your right hand into your right leg to open it a little further back. Use your arm here, your shoulder or your tricep, and flex that other leg. Let's walk to the left leg. Same deal. Stretch and breathe. We're moving slower, so breathe as you move and feel that hip opening. And hands to the front of the mat, plank. Let's take the right knee into the chest, right outer edge of the foot across your body. So right foot over to your left, bend your knee and lower. Basically both knees are gonna lower down and just stay here. You can walk your hands over to your right. Walk them back, plank, opposite side, left knee in. Bring the other edge of the left foot down. Lower both knees here. Flex your left foot. Walk your hands over to your left. Feel that left hip. Back to center, plank. Take the right foot between the hands, high lunge. Hands in prayer twist. Keep your right hip inward so that it doesn't flare out. You're not overcompensating. Both hands on the floor. Step the right foot back, left foot. High lunge, twist. Keep your left hip in. And exhale down, plank. Right shin bone on the floor, flex your foot. Level the hips. Walk your hands over to your right. Look over your right shoulder. Walk your hands back and walk them over to your left. Back to center, walk forward, straight back. Walk your hands to your left. See the difference? Breathe and relax your breath. Don't contract any muscles here. As you exhale, soften, let it go. Letting go of what you're holding on to. Understand that the muscle tension you're experiencing is your mind and your body, habitual pattern of holding on to it. So start breathing it out, start letting it go. It's within your capacity. And step back. Down dog, you can draw some circles with the right leg. Left shin bone on the floor. Pigeon. Level the hips, flex the left foot, straighten the back, elongate the spine. Walk your hands over to your left. and over to the right. Keep your hips steady. Activate maybe your quadriceps on the right side. Back to center. Elongated spine. Lower down. Reach ahead of you. And now walk your hands over to your right. Breathe into your left hip. Keeping the hips level, not shifting here. Body awareness coming back. And step it back. Down dog, maybe a few circles. Back to down dog, take the right leg up. Open the knee. Bend the knee. Drop the right foot behind you. Keep the shoulders. Spread your toes open. And let's bring the outer edge of the left foot down. Take side plank and see if you can grab your ankle behind you. Excellent. Release. Side plank. Both hands on the floor. Come onto all fours. Take your right leg up. Left hand to right ankle. Press the ankle away from you. Excellent. Release. Down dog. Take the left leg up. Left knee high. Spread your toes open and lift the knee as high as you can. Breathe. Breathe into any area of your body that you feel that the blood is rushing into, because you're bringing a stretch and awareness there. You're bringing energy into that area. Alright, outer edge of the right leg on the floor, side plank, grab your ankle. Find your balance. Release. Coming onto all fours. Take your left leg up. Right hand to the ankle. Open. And release. Downward facing dog. And let's cross the right foot over the left and lower down. Bring your knees down on the ground, put it between your feet, flex your feet. And here we're going to bring the hands in prayer, left elbow over the right knee, and breathe into that right hip. Look behind you. Back to center. Bring your right hand to your right foot and keep your chest open. Look behind you here, lean back. Twist, lean back, opposite side. Right hand behind you, left hand to left foot. Back to center. Walk in front of you. Hands in front of you, lower down. Excellent. Coming up, bring your hands behind you, straighten your bottom leg, so the left leg is straightening, Right knee still over the left knee. Right foot flexing. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. Bring your right hand behind you and see if you can grab your right foot here, or right ankle rather, with your right hand and look behind you. So left hand will glide and grab the inner edge of your left foot. Right hand will reach behind you to find the right ankle. So I hope I didn't mess up the right and left. Right hand, right ankle. Left hand, left foot. Great. And release. So from here, right ankle right above the left knee. Let that knee open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward bend. And from here, hug your leg with your elbows. Bringing the foot into your inner elbow, come up, straight back, breathe into that hip. And right knee behind the right shoulder, left hand to the right foot. Straighten here. Alright, let's do an arm balance. Even though it's a more in class, we're gonna lift the body off the floor and lower down. Chaturanga alignment, come back up, release. And bring your feet behind you. Down dog. Let's go for a wave motion here with the spine. And reverse it. Great. Let's cross the left foot over the right and begin to lower the knees down. Open the feet out, sit between your feet, flex your feet. Elongate it here, feet flexing, adjusting if you need to. Left knee over the right knee, hands in prayer, right elbow on the outside of the left knee, twist, look up. Coming back up, grab your left foot with your left hand, look behind you, open the chest, change sides. And let's walk the hands in front of us, forward bend. Coming back up, straightening the right leg. Inhale, reach, forward, bend. Some nice stretching happening here. Inhale, coming up. Come back to this class, especially after certain more intense interval training sessions or running. Come back to this one and finish your session. And from here, grab your left ankle with your left hand. Bring your right hand to the inner edge of your right foot. Look behind you, twist. You may need a strap here, you may just skip the ankle hold and release. Alright, left ankle over the right knee. This is getting to be a lot of right and left ankles and body parts. Inhale, reach ahead of you, flex your foot and forward bend. Alright, we're going to hug the foot and the knee into the inner elbows and come up, straight back. This feels great. Well, some of you may describe it as intense, but it feels, you should feel it in your hip. Bringing the foot in, the knee out, flexing the foot to protect the knee. Do not ever force any of these poses. Listen to your body, flex your feet to protect the knees in the hip openers. And try not to yank in anything, just move with your body. The hands are there just to just guide you. They're not there to move anything in any direction and just yank you into a pose or anything like this. And let's bring the left knee behind the left shoulder, straightening here. Shall we go for an arm balance? Many of you are familiar, crossing the feet here and lowering down in chaturanga. Hand alignment, coming back up, lowering down. Soles of the feet together, opening the feet. Grab your feet and forward bend. Inhale, coming up, straighten the left leg, either right foot into the inner thigh, upper inner thigh. If you're working with half lotus, bring your right foot into half lotus. Inhale, reach ahead of you, exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up, changing sides. Reach and forward fold. Inhale, coming up, hands behind you, reverse plank, fingers pointing at you. Lower back down and go grab some pillows or anything to make yourself comfortable and sit in a comfortable position, and we're going to go ahead and do a 20-minute meditation. So set yourself up, be comfortable, warm, and I'll keep time for you and we'll do just meditation. Just sit on a comfortable pillow or anywhere where you can be comfortable for a while, and you can bring your hands over your knees. You can hold them in any mudra or just keep them relaxed. Close your eyes and either stay empty-minded without any type of intention, just stay here and listen to your breath, or You could use a mantra, and such as Om, Aum, and just repeat it and bring it into your third eye and shift the gaze back towards the heart. Staying here, gazing at the heart. We're going to begin softening the breath and bringing awareness into the third eye. For a few moments, bring your gaze, awareness, energy, feel the vibration around your third eye, and begin to repeat Om, almost as if you're circulating, if you're spinning your mantra in the vortex spiral of your third eye center. So with a calm breath, repeat Om into the third eye center a few times. There is no right or wrong way to do it. Calm. Trust your capacity to be calm even for a second, and your capacity to envision your third eye area, to see it, to feel it, to experience it. Repeating Om, Om, Om. And now slowly turning the gaze inward from the third eye, as if you're gazing inward, back, down towards the heart. Feel your heart. Feel the heart center, the heart chakra. Again, no right or wrong way. Anything you feel is the right way to feel it. So trust your capacity and ability to experience what you need to experience at this very moment. And just gaze at your heart without any doubt or hesitation of how exactly you should be doing this, but rather enjoying the process and sinking into the moment of you tuning into your heart, into universal love, into your capacity to give and receive. And now begin to envision your heart as if there is a spiral, energetic spiral of color coming out of your heart, like a vortex in a spiral. And just envision the color of your spiral. What kind of color, what color is coming out of your heart? Just see it. Again, no right or wrong way. The way you feel and see and experience things is exactly the right way. And just notice the color, notice the clarity, notice if there is any form of muddiness there, or is it pure color, is it crisp? And begin to rinse it with water. Bring morning dew there and start rinsing it. If it's crisp, still rinse it, still beautify it. If you see any murky colors, muddiness, areas where the vibration is not as pure, areas of restriction, blockage. Bring the water there. Rinse it up until it's glistening, pure, crisp, sparkling. See the color sparkle. See the purity of the color there. Keep rinsing. And now that you have rinsed and cleaned your heart center, see it spiraling out into the universe. See the spiral coming out of the heart, expansive, beautiful, generous, brave, courageous, loving, fearless. Basking the world, people, animals, plants, minerals, basking them in your love, showering them with the vastness, expansiveness, loving nature of your heart. Breathe into your heart. Feeling loving gratitude towards your heart. And bringing yourself into awareness of your capacity not only to give, but also to fully receive. Being able to nurture and to be nurtured. Allowing your heart to be restriction free, to flow both ways, giving, receiving. Allowing yourself to be mother to all beings and allowing to be mothered as a child of the universe. And again, breathe into your heart and see that spiral. See the quality of that spiral coming out of your heart. Observe it, feel it, experience it. See it giving everything freely away as a continuous source of love. And see yourself showered, receiving as a child in this place, of this place. Let's feel gratitude. Allow yourself to feel, to experience gratitude for everything that you can offer and for all that you have been offered. Understanding that the most valuable things are not tangible. All the things that we have been blessed and offered are not tangible. And allowing ourselves a moment to experience, to extend gratitude for them. And now begin to breathe into your heart. Breathe in. Bringing the breath in and see if any images are coming up for you. Anyone's face, anyone's energy, anyone's heart energy, and continue breathing that in, allowing that connection with other souls, with other beings. Inhaling through the heart. And now bring your attention to your perineum, first center. And begin to inhale through there. Allowing yourself to be unrestricted, open, yet grounded and supported by the universe, safe on earth. Inhaling through your first chakra, through your perineum. Exhaling through there and allowing your roots to go deep into the center of the earth. And again, experience the sensations. Take a moment to see, feel, experience what comes up when you inhale into your first center. Any images, any sensations, colors. Just allowing yourself to notice. And if you feel blockages, restrictions, allowing yourself to flush it out with your exhalation up until the energy flows smoothly. If you feel ungrounded or unsafe, then continue extending your roots into the center of the earth and feeling yourself supported and grounded, allowing for a feeling of trust to begin to arise in you, to build in you, allowing you to feel grounded, supported, and loved in the universe so that you can go out into the world and offer everything that you're here to offer, all that you're here to give, which is your purpose, your path, your offering, your service. And now let's come back up into the third eye center and repeat your mantra Om a few more times. And just stay with your mantra, continue repeating it up until we're done with the meditation today. Continue, allow your thoughts to run free. Just keep repeating your mantra into your third eye. And allow any image to come up in your heart, in your root chakra, in any of your centers, vibrational centers. And just continue noticing your sensations and feelings. If there is anything that needs to be rinsed, rinse there. Breathe in there and continue with your mantra. Keep coming back to your third eye. Continue repeating your mantra. Stay here. Experience your own being. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. Move your fingers. Move your eyes. A few more deep breaths. Hands over the heart. Hands over the third eye. Palms pressing. Namaste.